Did you know that one of the most powerful banks in the world has roots in a dark oil scandal and a family with an insatiable thirst for power? This is the story of Chase, much more than a bank, an empire built on risk, innovation, and, according to some, also on controversy. Let's go back to New York in 1799. In the midst of economic fervor, a group of visionaries founded the Manhattan Company. Its initial goal was simple: to supply drinking water to the growing city. But in its founding charter, cleverly camouflaged, was hidden a secret permit: the possibility of venturing into the banking business. Thus was born, almost contraband, the seed of what we know today as Chase. Years later, in 1877, a young man named John Thompson founded the Chase National Bank, named in honor of Salmon P. Chase, the then Secretary of the Treasury and a fervent promoter of the national banking system. Thompson was an astute man. He knew that the future was in expansion and diversification. And he was not wrong. The 20th century brought with it an era of radical transformations. Chase, with its unbridled ambition, was not far behind. The merger with the Manhattan Company in 1955 marked a turning point. Suddenly, Chase was not just a bank, it was an unstoppable force, a giant with tentacles in every corner of the economy. But the history of Chase is not without its chiaroscuro. In the 1970s, the oil crisis shook the world. Prices soared, inflation spiraled out of control, and panic gripped the markets. It was then that David Rockefeller, the patriarch of the dynasty and then CEO of Chase, entered the scene. Rockefeller wove a network of strategic alliances with petrodollars from Arab countries. Chase became the main administrator of this immense fortune, consolidating its power at a global level. But this privileged relationship also generated suspicion. This is where the story becomes murky. A persistent myth circulates, a rumor that has haunted Chase for decades. It is said that David Rockefeller used his influence and contacts to manipulate oil prices, benefiting his Arab partners and, of course, his own bank. This accusation has never been proven, but the shadow of doubt persists. Some claim that Rockefeller orchestrated the crisis to consolidate Chase's power, while others defend him, arguing that he simply knew how to take advantage of a unique opportunity. The truth is that the 1970s catapulted Chase to the top of the financial world. Over the years, Chase has continued to expand, merging with other giants such as J.P. Morgan in 2000, consolidating itself as one of the largest and most influential financial institutions on the planet. Their credit cards are in millions of wallets, their investments shape the future of companies, and their voice resonates in the halls of power. Today, Chase is much more than a bank. It is a symbol of modern capitalism, a reflection of unbridled ambition and the human capacity to build empires. But it is also a reminder that behind every great fortune, often, there are unspeakable secrets and controversial decisions. The history of Chase is a labyrinth of power, money and mystery. A story that invites us to reflect on the true cost of success and the fine line that separates innovation from manipulation. Because sometimes, behind a simple logo, there is a whole story that few know. Were you surprised by the story of Chase? Did you know the rumor about his involvement in the oil crisis? Leave us your comment and don't forget to subscribe to discover more myths and legends behind your favorite brands.